Good morning and welcome to this butt crack of dawn 6 a.m. flight out of Cleveland Hopkins. Heading to Washington Dulles. Can't wait to bring it to you. Flight is actually heading to Cancun via New York JFK on a CRJ here. Maybe sitting over the left wing somewhere. She's got to go east to go south, but I got to go west to go east. Southwest has returned to their traditional boarding policy of going in groups by A, B, and C based on your check-in time. They do have an early bird check-in for $20, and I did take advantage of it on this flight just because it was so early in the morning and got A18, which was a very early boarding time. I did my best to keep my phone still to get this takeoff footage, but we were under a high wind advisory and it was so windy and so turbulent taking off out of Cleveland. Normally Southwest will do free drinks and snacks on their flights, especially a short flight like this one, but just due to the expected turbulence, the flight attendants stayed in their seats. So it was a short flight, but fortunately once we got to our cruising altitude, it wasn't so bad. The interior in this Southwest 737-800 reminded me a lot of the United MAX 9 that I flew on last year, which really was more disappointing in the MAX 9 than it was on this flight. Southwest is the original low-cost carrier. If you're European, you might be used to Ryanair or EasyJet. They kind of took the same model. There's no frills, but there's also no fees, which makes Southwest pretty easy to fly. Chicago was pretty clouded over, but there were breaks in the clouds while we were flying over Lake Michigan, so it made for a very beautiful ride into Chicago.
Southwest City, please check the monitors and gauge event for your flight indication information. This is the termination of this flight number, so please make sure you reach in those feedback pockets, pull out all those things you value and treasure, because once you deplane this aircraft, you will not be permitted back on to retrieve an item.
Unlike most airlines, Southwest doesn't have a true hub and spoke model, but they do have focus cities around the country, with Chicago Midway being one of their largest. There are a lot of Southwest airplanes on the ramp here, as well as a maintenance hangar and a crew base here at Chicago Midway Airport. getting on the flight from Chicago to Washington Dulles. They said there's 11 people on this flight. We're like having our own private airplane. What do you think? 11 people on this flight. This may be my all-time favorite takeoff. With Chicago Midway's short runways and no one on this flight, we took off like a rocket. It was awesome. Like most airlines today, Southwest does offer free entertainment via their mobile app. There's no seatback screens or anything like that. The Wi-Fi is free for texting or free for entertainment, but you can pay $8 if you need more than that. There's a drink and snacks that were provided for free on this short 1 hour and 3-minute flight over to Washington Dulles. Getting ready to fly back over Northeast Ohio where we took off this morning. Cleveland is barely visible in the upper right of the screen, flying over the beautiful Lake Erie Islands. I wish it was a little easier to see, but Norton and Wadsworth and Medina should all be down there. Hard to tell at the clouds what's shadow and what's a lake. C-17. Military transporter just flew over. How about that? The line of storms at the latest this afternoon. Special livers over there. Lots of distractions on the way here in Washington Dulles, including this Russian government aircraft that came in to pick up Russian delegates to take them back home, with the skies being shut down due to the Ukraine war that's going on, unfortunately. Alright, we have arrived here in Washington Dulles. Definitely got distracted by the Air India Dreamliner. Very quiet over here. It's had a really great flight. Only 11 people on that Southwest flight from Chicago. So had excellent service for sure. Looking forward to spending the day here in DC. We're gonna do some plane spotting and check out the city a little bit. Thanks for being here. This is a memorial to American Flight 77 that departed Washington Dulles Airport on September 11, 2001. Unfortunately, it was one of the flights that was hijacked and flew back into the Pentagon, which is in downtown Washington, D.C., over by Arlington. We will never forget that day. One thing I will say about Washington, D.C., I was only there for a couple of hours, just kind of in between airports and just wanting to go downtown and check out some of the sites. But tons of things to do, tons of fantastic museums and monuments and memorials, and I hope everyone at least gets one chance in their life to go check out Washington, D.C., even if you're not American. There's just a lot to see there. I do have to say, though, that parking is no joke there. You do read about it, you hear about it, but there is very little parking in the city. I drove around for probably about an hour just trying to figure out where I wanted to go. Parking is free on Sundays, which is nice, but I highly recommend just taking the shuttle in from the airport. There's really no parking garages or anything like that in town, so it is a difficult place to find a place to park. But it's a magical place to go, and I hope to get back there and maybe spend a couple of days there, maybe this summer. We'll see how things go. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this trip report on the world's largest low-cost carrier, Southwest Airlines. They have the largest 737 fleet, the largest 737 MAX fleet, and we'll probably be taking some more trips with them. Their Rapid Rewards program, by the way, is awesome. Much better than United's is. So I really appreciated that. I actually got this flight for free based on my miles, which was awesome. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. Stay tuned. We're going to do some plane spotting at both Washington, D.C. area airports, Washington Reagan, as well as Washington Dulles International. So stay tuned for those. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will catch you next time. Take care. Bye, DC. You're awesome.